What if I told you that your website could get taken down overnight just because of a DMCA complaint? Yes, it happens every single day. Content creators, streaming site owners, file sharing platforms, and even bloggers wake up to find their hosting accounts suspended. But what if there was a solution that gives you more freedom, more privacy, and offshore protection? Today, I'm going to reveal the best DMCA ignored hosting provider with offshore server locations and why thousands of website owners are searching for it right now. Hey everyone, this is Nick, and you're watching ABC Hosting, your go-to channel for honest, informative, and practical hosting reviews. If you want to learn about offshore hosting, VPS, dedicated servers, and privacy-focused hosting solutions, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get started. Before we jump into the best provider, let's quickly understand what DMCA Ignored Hosting actually means. DMCA stands for Digital Millennium Copyright Act. It's a U.S. copyright law that allows copyright owners to request hosting companies to remove content. Most traditional hosting providers immediately suspend your website once they receive a DMCA complaint, but DMCA Ignored Hosting works differently. These hosting providers are usually located in offshore countries where U.S. DMCA law does not directly apply. So instead of instantly suspending your content, they review the situation based on their own local laws. That's why offshore hosting is becoming very popular. Now you might be wondering, why is this keyword trending so much? Here are the main reasons. Website safety and stability. People running streaming platforms, IPTV services, file sharing sites, or controversial blogs want stability. They don't want their website going offline every week due to complaints. Freedom of content. Some content may be restricted in certain countries but legal in others. Offshore hosting gives more flexibility depending on server location. Privacy protection. Many offshore providers offer strong privacy protection, minimal data logging, and anonymous payment options. Business continuity. For businesses operating in sensitive niches, downtime means loss of revenue. So they search for hosting that doesn't panic at every complaint. That's why best DMCA ignored hosting provider is such a high demand search term. If you're choosing one, here are the features you should look for. Offshore server locations. Countries like Netherlands, Russia, Luxembourg, or other privacy-friendly regions are popular for offshore servers. Powerful hardware, NVMe SSD storage, high RAM, and strong CPU performance for smooth website speed. DDoS protection. Because controversial or high-traffic sites often face attacks, VPS and dedicated options. You should have scalable options from VPS to dedicated servers. Strong uptime guarantee. At least 99.9% uptime. Flexible payment options. Crypto payments are often supported for extra privacy. Now let's talk about one provider that checks all these boxes. A leading DMCA ignored hosting provider. If you are seriously looking for a reliable offshore hosting provider, then you should definitely check out QloudHost. QloudHost provides 100% DMCA ignored hosting services, which means your content is protected under offshore jurisdiction policies. They offer offshore VPS hosting, offshore dedicated servers, NVMe SSD, storage, strong DDoS protection, high uptime guarantee, offshore server location. This makes QloudHost a strong option for streaming websites, IPTV platforms, file hosting sites, adult content websites, privacy-focused blogs, and other high-risk niches. One of the biggest advantages is that they focus specifically on offshore hosting solutions, not just regular shared hosting. So if your project requires stability and freedom, QloudHost becomes a serious contender. If you want to explore their plans and see which server location fits your project best, the link is in the description. Visit QloudHost and check their pricing, server specs, and offshore locations. Make sure you choose a plan based on your traffic and resource needs. If you still have any confusion about DMCA, ignored hosting, offshore servers, or VPS versus dedicated options, drop your questions in the comments below. I personally read and reply to as many comments as possible. And if you want me to review any specific hosting provider next, let me know in the comments. Hosting is the backbone of your online project. Choosing the wrong provider can shut down your business overnight. But choosing the right offshore hosting partner can give you stability, privacy, and peace of mind. This is Nick from ABC Hosting. If you found this video helpful, like it, share it, and subscribe for more honest hosting content. I'll see you in the next video. Stay secure, stay online.